Hello. So there is a lot of people asking me to share some thoughts about what is actually happening in Ukraine right now. I was over there in November on the Eastern Front, and I witnessed a lot in all of the cities along the Eastern Front, what is actually happening, what the actual needs are, and yeah, what the truth is with all of the different news and opinions going on. One thing I do know to be true is that there is a lot of suffering and a lot of death on a daily basis in Ukraine. I have held many people as they cry in my arms. I have witnessed such devastation that is actually happening every day. Our government has given a lot of money to Ukraine, it is true, but about 3% of it is humanitarian. The rest is military support. And so a lot of the help that they're getting is from nonprofits. Now, something that I learned when I was over there is that some of these large nonprofits, like the Red Cross, I didn't see at all over there. It's smaller nonprofits and some somewhat medium-sized nonprofits that are actually helping, such as Samaritan's Purse. I saw a lot of their group helping. These nonprofits that I'm supporting, Type of Wood Charities, Grace Evangelical Church, Full Slavic Gospel Church. Some of these nonprofits are actually making a difference through some on-the-ground groups like the Rivne Hub. Now, when I was there, I noticed there's a lot of people that are close to the front lines that do not have shelter. Their homes have been destroyed and they're living in what's left or in the basements. There is a lot of people relying on these nonprofits for food. And some of these cities like Marhanets doesn't have water. And they were only able to get water because Samaritan's Purse, that nonprofit, built a well there alongside the Grace Evangelical Church. There are mines in a lot of the fields and areas where they would normally gather wood, so they can't gather wood. So these nonprofits are sending a lot of wood in semi-loads over to these hard-hit areas. I know that there's a lot of opinions out there about what we should be doing when it comes to Ukraine and if we should be helping them and all that. It's a lot of opinions, but I don't care about most of those opinions personally because all I know is there are a lot of people suffering and that these nonprofits are helping people that are innocent and that are suffering. And so despite any news or politics regarding this issue, I would invite you to kind of put that to the side and consider what is really happening and what can actually be done to help people that need it. And if you wish to make a donation, there's a lot of help needed over there. Even if it's a small donation, go towards bread making. They're sending over about 40,000 loaves of bread a week to the Eastern Front through donations from the United States. Truckloads of firewood, hot meals. They've rebuilt more than 250 homes that have been destroyed. There's a lot that can be done to help. And so my invitation to you is to help. And regardless of politics and the craziness, to do your best to give during some of these hard times in Ukraine's history. And I know that for me, I stand by this cause and I plan to until the end of the war and until all these cities are rebuilt. And you can trust that what I've just said is true because I've witnessed it with my own eyes and I stand as a witness and also I stand alongside all of these groups that are helping Ukraine. And so I invite you to also stand alongside these groups and support Ukraine during this really difficult time.